Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to another Marvel Strike Force video. So this last week I've been gone on a business trip, so there's a lot that I need to catch up on. So we're gonna go ahead and start right now and jump into last week's dev update. Talked about Captain Marvel and some changes in the game there, the delay on Ultimate 7 and all that. So we got a ton to cover, but first, before we get into all that, if this is your first time finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Alright, and welcome back. So let me go over just a few things really quick before we jump in to all the content for the video right now. First, I have a Discord channel. If you haven't joined us on Discord, the link is on my main channel page. I'll also put the link in the description below. Come and join us, have fun, discuss strategies, and build that community up there. So next, Twitter link is on there as well. I'll also have that down in the description below, but be sure to follow me on Twitter. And then finally is Patreon. Absolutely no obligation whatsoever, but if you so wish and you would like to support the channel, there will be a link to my Patreon page. Should you choose to support the channel, there are some benefits for the different tiers. And one thing I'd like to hear back from everybody is if you take a look at that and there are some things that you would like added to the different tiers, definitely let me know. And if it's something that I can do, I will most definitely do. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the most recent dev update. And we're going to run through it fairly quickly because there's not a ton here, but there's enough to talk about. So as everybody knows, Widowmaker completed the Fear of Darkness, and the character that they selected was Captain Marvel, which is awesome. So everybody is going to be getting 100 shards of Captain Marvel. Now, I'll mention this again later, but just because we're getting 100 shards of Captain Marvel doesn't mean we don't go hard for those milestones to get additional Captain Marvel shards. So we want to be able to get her up as quickly as we can, right? And this is really, really going to help. This is going to give us an edge. Now, if you're not sure of the details, so starting on March 14th is when we're going to have that special Widowmaker calendar where we're going to be acquiring those Captain Marvel shards. So we're not getting them all at once. So the more you put into those milestones to unlock Captain Marvel, the sooner you're going to be able to get her. And then it says the calendar will contain Captain Marvel shards along with additional goodies and will continue up to the 1-year anniversary of Marvel Strike Force. I thought that was pretty cool to kind of tie that in right there. But in addition to the 100 shards, 2 characters of Widowmaker's choosing that are currently farmable right now in campaign have been selected, and that's Black Panther and Doctor Strange. 2 very good characters to start farming. So each of the nodes will be given 1 day of double drops during that calendar window. So definitely, if you don't have them unlocked, you want to go ahead and make sure that you go and get them unlocked. We're really excited for that. The traits, I won't go too deep into this, but basically it's explaining how they take a look at assigning traits. And by reading through this, they really go through a lot to try and figure out what's the best trait. I mean, like for an instance right here, Deadpool, for example, there's a strong argument that he should be military based on his history, but they felt it was better to define him as a mercenary because he's a merc with a mouth, right? There are some questions as to why Punisher wasn't military, things like that. So they really do go through quite a bit to try and figure out the best trait to assign to a character. The store update, so by now everybody's seen the additional orange materials that are in the store. They're pricey, but they are in there. It's another way for us to go ahead and get those materials so we can get through Gear 12 and Gear 13, because we're going to need that for Ultimate 7. War Machine Blitz is currently active right now as the recording of this video, so definitely get in there and get War Machine if you don't have them, and if you do, you definitely want to get in there and get him started up as quickly as possible, because Alliance War is coming. I'm still guessing it's going to be sometime this month. If not, I wouldn't expect it to be later than sometime next month. I mean, I would assume that Alliance War will be out by the time of the 1-year anniversary of the game. Just my 2 cents there. Strike Raid Beta is in the game right now if you want to go ahead and get more Miles Morales. And then obviously Iron Man is there. All right, and that's it. That's all that was gone over in the latest dev update. Some good information, really good news about Captain Marvel, so that's cool. All right, next let's go ahead and talk about the new milestones that we have. The High Roller and the Spend the Campaign Energy, those we've had, but they've changed up a little bit. So for High Roller, so this is a daily milestone. And in order to unlock all of this, you need to spend 1.8 million gold per day in order to unlock this, and it's what? I think it's 5 Captain Marvel shards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 Captain Marvel shards per day if you spend 1.8 million per day. So, and the scoring here is just it's a 1 for 1 gold for 1 point. All right, so that is a daily. Now this one over here, this Save the World campaign, this is a 3-day. So over the course of 3 days, you need to spend 3,200 campaign energy. Now, I think with that, you're going to end up using some cores if you want to max these out, even if you do take advantage of all the free energy in the game. But through here, you're going to be able to get how many? What? 1, 2, 3. So 3 Captain Marvel shards every 3 days. And then finally, fight in battles. So this one right here, if you take a look at the scoring, it's for Blitz, Raids, and Arena. You get more points for Arena. You don't have to win in Arena. You just have to participate in Arena. Raids, participation there. And then in Blitz, you have to win in order to get the 20 points there. And in here, we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shards here. So you have 6 shards that you can win. This is weekly, I believe. Yeah. 6 shards a week here, 5 shards a day on the high roller, and 3 shards every 3 days for the campaign energy. So interesting. At least, you know, it's another way for us to be able to get shards character rollout. One thing that they didn't do yet that I haven't seen, and I don't know if it's going to happen later today or if they even plan on it, but Captain Marvel, there's been no offer. There's typically a new character offer in the store. For the most part, it's been $24.99. There's one that we recently had that was $50. All right, so those are the new milestones. We've got 103 days of this, so very cool there. And in our mail, they mentioned Ultima 7 here is getting delayed. So it looks like to ensure that the new Ultima 7 raid is balanced appropriately, they're going to go ahead and delay that. It's going to come out after Alliance War. I think is good because it has a 4 red star requirement in it. It's got a level 75 requirement to it. It's just, I can't imagine how much gold that's going to take. It's good that it got pushed off. Let us get our feet wet with Alliance War a little bit and how that works out. Because I think with that, if we can understand Alliance War, how that works out, and figure some things out there, then we're going to find that we're going to want to maybe level up some other characters that we don't currently have leveled up. And so by the time that the level 75 comes, we level the appropriate characters, the characters that we want to. Even though Alliance War takes advantage of your entire roster, I think that being able to get in there and play around with it a little bit will help us in which characters we really want to devote more time and energy and resources into by the time Ultima 7 comes around. All right, and let's go ahead and jump into the newest Datamine. Tana put this information out yesterday. A lot of good information here. Next week, it looks like on the 12th, 3/12, we're going to get Killmonger. And it says, get ready to start building the new top-tier Wakanda raid team. Very interesting there. New top-tier Wakanda raid team. We just got the Kree update and everything that made them really good in the raid. So now we're getting another raid-specific team here. So let's go ahead and take a look at Wakanda's available in the game right now, and the list is staggering. We've got 1. So we've got Black Panther. We know Okoye is coming eventually. I'm not sure on when she will be hitting the scene. We've got Killmonger next week, as long as, again, Datamine information can change quite frequently. So as long as that information stays the same, we'll see Killmonger next week. So there's 3 of 5. For a full team, so I'm interested to see who else is going to be coming. So Killmonger, he all abilities improved by crit, heavy damage, Wakanda team, and he is a villain blaster. So really looking forward to playing around with that guy. All right, and next is upcoming changes to the Dark Dimension, and check this out. So it says Dark Dimension is going to receive an update, including an increase to the entry requirements and an early balance tuning. So for Dark Dimension. So within the Dark Dimension, we have Enter the Darkness and Fear the Darkness. You currently need 6-star characters for Enter the Darkness, and then obviously for Fear the Darkness, they add a requirement there to have gear tier 13. So they're going to increase the requirements of this. Don't know what that's going to look like right now. It says the goal of this update is to improve the experience for players entering the Dark Dimension for the first time. This may result in some players being locked out of the feature until they meet the new requirements. Very interesting there. I mean, I would suggest that you tune the Dark Dimension to the requirements that are currently set. That way, those of us who are in there right now can benefit from that rather than boot people out because you're increasing those requirements. We'll see what that looks like. Next, we have Countdown to War. So it's a new Alliance milestone here. It says, Commander, the time has come to prepare for Alliance War. Open orbs to gain points towards the Prepare for War milestone, which pays out blue, purple, and orange elite gear orbs. Very cool. Something that we really want to take advantage of as an alliance, because obviously to gear up your characters, but because of the new Fear of the Darkness or Dark Dimension requirement changes, you're going to want to really boost your people up. So at least we get a milestone there now. As far as the quantity of the rewards and stuff, hopefully it's worth the effort that we put into there, right? So use these orbs to build up your teams and broaden your roster, and then prepare for battle now. So this is going to start on March 11th, it looks like. So again, next week. So that'll be cool. And then the Alliance War tip, something we already know, basically says that you're only going to be able to use characters once during the battle, so either defensive or offensive. And we know that Alliance War is going to, or encourages everybody to make use of their entire roster. No date yet in the data mines as far as when Alliance War is coming. Again, I'm guessing sometime this month, or at least before the 1-year anniversary of the game. So there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you today. Just trying to catch up from the week and everything that we have going on. And then this latest data mine from yesterday was some good news as far as new characters. Dark Dimension, not too sure about, but really looking forward to what we got coming up with the Alliance War. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you today. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.